why haven't the other Digimon got Digivolution sequences yet? Like Yamato and Taichi. It just feels like at some point it's going to be the Yamato and Taichi show. Okay, episode 12 landed, and it was an interesting episode, to say the least. Well, it continued off somewhat from where last week's ended, because obviously last week it ended up with Taichi and Koshiro and Mimi in this like temple-like structure, and Mimi falling upon down this like pit because she accidentally found a little trapdoor button where she falls under like this graveyard of metal robotic Digimon piles. And she was just wondering how to get out of there, and that's where this episode continues on from. So she ends up getting attacked by an Andromon, and it really does remind me of the episode where Andromon had that black gear in the original series back in the day, and from the original series. It reminded me a lot of that, with Andromon's black gear in him and everything and stuff. But it played out differently, definitely with the Soundbirdmon literally using its waves to control Andromon to try and eliminate Mimi and the other Digidestins as they show up. And it really does show to the point where, what are they going to do? Because he's an ultimate level. So he starts attacking. Before this, Mimi just looked around and stuff, and here shows up, starts attacking them. So Palmon digivolves into Togemon and starts attacking Andromon, but then Togemon digivolves back into Palmon, because obviously at that time they didn't know Andromon was an ultimate, and so then Gardramon reactivates and protects Mimi and uses one of his attacks to get this claw arm from the ceiling to blast down and halt Andromon's attacking so they could get away and get safe. Andromon gives Mimi a flower during all this. During all this, we just see a brief glimpse of Sora and Yamato's and Joe's group leaving the desert, and obviously we already seen their battle, so we're just seeing what's transpiring with them after they've left, with Joe feeling like airsick anyway. And then it cuts back there, and Matt and Taichi and Koshiro decide to go down the pit to help look for Mimi, and this is where they start to get attacked by controlled Gearmon or Hojimon. I can't remember their names. I always had trouble pronouncing their names anyway. The gear-like ones that look like gears, they start getting attacked by controlled versions of them. But same thing, because Tai knows them, so they start attacking them. And while Gardramon ends up helping Mimi and Matt to this elevator to help them go back up top, Andromon then shows up again and opens up the door, and that's where Gardramon starts fighting back to protect Mimi and everything starts to go into their way. Kabuterimon shows up, attacks Andromon. Koshiro tells him he's an ultimate, so he's no match, and then it continues on this way and back and forth. Taichi finishes off battling the other Digimon that were controlled to meet up with them and starts fighting with Greymon. And then he got Greymon to digivolve into Metal Greymon, and he's still no match. They got him onto the ground, but he got up again. And then Mimi's anger and sadness exploded because Gardramon protected her one last time, even after being attacked with a spiral sword attack by Andromon, and gets hit on the head and then just collapse onto the floor. And then he decides to fully damage him completely by hitting him on the head to let him go, to the point where Gardramon is completely shut off. off, and this is where we see Togemon digivolve into Lilymon. And I'll have to say the transformation sequence for Lilymon definitely is somewhat reminiscent to the original. Definitely with the whole flower blooming out of Togemon and forming and everything. So there is some similarities to the original way Togemon digivolved into Lilymon from the original series in this, and stuff like that. So then the battle concludes with a Lily Cannon just completely covering in grass and flowers over Andromon and the Gardramon in there. During this thing, the spell that was cast on Andromon to become the enemy broke, because he just remembered on saying what was I doing and something like that, and his eyes weren't glowing red, they were normal. So I'm wondering if we're going to see him later on again, but more like his old self, like the self that we were probably meant to see him as, but we never got the chance to, and that's probably going to be hitting on that way like it should. But other than that, that was the episode. It was a very fun episode. I really did enjoy it a lot. I'll say in some ways I like last week's, but not as much as I like this week's, because definitely I like how Mimi's characterization is being treated here. I like the differences that this has from the original series, and how she's a bit more of a person that is willing to get stuff done type of person and stuff. Definitely once we learn that in this universe that her parents own, or her grandfather owns a big corporation. So she's been taught to pretty much be able to do this type of corporation business with a big way, and that's probably shaped her personality a little bit more. But I really did enjoy this episode as much as I did the last one, and I think it really worked as well as it should. And I'll have to say, yet again, why haven't the other Digimon got Digivolution sequences yet, like Yamato and Taichi? It just feels like at some point it's going to be the Yamato and Taichi show at some point in this series, because they're again given the dedicated evolution sequences, and the others are just getting basic, simplified. Yeah, I get it, it might be a lot of money to give all of them that, but it shouldn't. You just need to animate it once, and then all you needed to do is, I even would have taken it becoming stock footage again, because that's what I loved about the original. Yes, it was stock footage, but it was very easy to just edit the Digivolution sequence a few times, just to change the names to the other Digimon names, and then just put that Digimon into there for the Digivolution sequences. It worked. This is something similar as well, and once they've done it once, they don't need to do it again. They can just edit it in to the episode if that person's digivolving and stuff. But I digress. But the episode was fun, and I can't wait for next week's episode 13. What is, by the looks of things, a Garudamon episode. So we're going to see Sora's time to shine with Birdramon digivolving it into her ultimate level, that is Garudamon. And then hopefully it's either Joe or Izzy after that, hopefully, depending. We don't know. But yeah, so that was pretty much the episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed it as much as the next person might have done and stuff like that. So like always, comment down below what you liked and didn't like down in the comment sections down below, and I'll see you next time, or in the evening, where I'd be reviewing this week's chapter of Mission Yozakura Family, chapter 44, I think, or 50. I'll be correct myself at the end there, or at the beginning of that chapter anyway. But anyway, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now. See ya. Another great episode again, guys. A very great episode, and I think, like always, I did enjoy it. Like I said at the end of the main part of the video, comment down below what you liked and didn't like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and then click all to then keep up to date with all my videos. And then if you're a current subscriber, why don't you give this video a thumbs up, and why don't you check out what other videos I've got appearing on here. Like, check out the playlist of my other episode reviews, check out my Digimon playlist of Tries reviews, my thoughts on the English dub of each film as well. You can check all those out and stuff like that. Just click whatever popped up. But anyway, I'll see you later on again with Mission Yozakura Ace Chapter review. See ya.